What's up, my guys? We are back in the lunch line yet again, okay? You know, school might be canceled tomorrow because of the cold. People here in the South don't know what to do when it gets below 20 degrees. You'd think the apocalypse was coming. So we'll see if we're in class tomorrow. Speaking of class, I did not do my homework, so don't ask me. Did not watch any Lord of the Rings movies this week. Jake, glad to have you back. Tiggy Nation, what's up, my guy?
I things are up. JT, things are up. JT's playing with a laser pointer like he's Lee Harvey Oswald over here. Solid weekend. Call of Duty. I played a little Call of Duty because ranked play is coming out Wednesday tomorrow, and the only thing is you had to be level 55 to play ranked, and I'm like, well, I'm not level 55, so that's kind of lame. Because I didn't really enjoy the game that much, but I want to play ranked. But I heard reasoning for the level 55 is so cheaters and hackers, when they get banned, can't just jump on a new account and play ranked anymore. So they have to level it up again. So what that's going to lead to is people boosting accounts to level 55 and then selling them.
Dang, yeah, and also too, it's like what a strategic way to get them to play more Warzone too. It's like, so if you have level 55, you get kicked for cheating. Now they're going to have to sit there for even more hours on end to try to get to 55 before they can play. Brilliant. That's brilliant by Call of Duty. Bravo,
That's
dude.
so, like, where do they sell them at? On freaking Reddit and Discord and shit?
I'm not sure. Most likely.
Craigslist.
There's someone who, was a former guest of the Juice Box. I don't want to out him. He is living in Wheeling, West Virginia nowadays. May have been a West Coast boy, that may have dabbled in boosting Halo accounts to level 55 at a time.
Shout out Hancock, dude.
So he might be able to tell you where, one could go about buying level 55 Call of Duty accounts. So that's interesting. We talked on Wednesday, and that was post League of Legends Season 13 when I reached Silver with 26 minutes to spare. Hey, how are you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been under a week, and I've already reached Silver yet again in
Let's
the new
go.
season.
Oh, shit.
Come on.
Let's
Come on.
go.
I played
Fucking around.
I played 8 games yesterday, went 7-1, Silver 4. Boom.
Damn.
So I'm getting to gold this
That's
season.
pretty
I'm getting.
badass.
I think I have until like June or something. I can get there.
Dude, just don't forget about me when you get to meet FaZe Kaylee, bro. Just don't forget about me, all right? That's my girl, dog.
That would be cool. I don't know why. Optic used to have like a League of Legends team. FaZe does not. FaZe has no interest in being it. Maybe one of the shareholders are going to come in with a big elo boost and get us a team.
Hey,
why not?
Why not? What did JP say, JT?
It could happen. It could happen.
Right. It's fucking right. But yeah, boys, sorry I missed last week. I was up in Cleveland for work. Of course, naturally, it's just how it works. I was just basically sick the whole time. So I tried to power through. I had one good fun night. Very cold up there. Very cold right now. And then, of course, we're going to turn around next week, and it's going to go from being 4 degrees to 60. So me being fully better in life, mentally, nose-wise, physically, not happening anytime soon. But we're just grinding over here because that's all I can do, man. That's all I can do.
Yeah, that's all you can do sometimes. It's important to take care of. What, did you just heart?
Yeah,
me?
not hurting me.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's cold out. The weather's changing all the time. You just gotta take care of yourself. I speaking of taking care of oneself, I have been partaking so far in dry January.
Nice.
Okay.
And I tell you what, I feel pretty damn good about it.
I'm sure you feel great, actually, like body-wise and mentally.
Yeah.
I'm sure you feel great.
It just feels pretty good. I think only got a couple weeks left. I don't drink that much as it isn't these days, anyway. But there's I got these non-alcoholic IPA beers, and they're actually really good. I had one yesterday. What?
Yeah,
You ever just want to drink a beer and just like not get drunk?
I guess, but one, I don't like IPAs. So the fact that you're drinking non-alcoholic IPAs is like double whammy for me.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you wouldn't like them because you don't like them.
Hence my reaction.
Yeah. No, but it's pretty good. Actually pretty good. There's this brand. It's called Athletic. It's kind of like you'll see it. It's probably at Kroger. So I was like, oh, that looks nice. So I just got one just for shits and gigs. Tasted just like a beer. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. They probably have those at like the end of marathons and stuff. That's probably what they give the runners, you know?
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I got real sick. That not last week, 2 weeks ago. I was sick as fuck.
Dude,
like
I'm telling you, whatever this wave thing is like destroying people. Like I even literally saw KB was talking about it on the Yak, and he was just like, nothing worked. Like he just, everybody's having like the same problems, and they're just like dialed up. Dude, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. I'm gonna say it, dude. This shit's so bad, we need to shut the country down. We need to shut it down. We need to bring the masks out. We need to get fucking vaccines out there. We need to stop fucking around because people are gonna die.
Yeah.
They're gonna die.
We all saw what happened last time. So
True.
It didn't really work out. So
dude,
I'm never wearing a mask again.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a bunch of crap.
I do always vividly remember though, January of 2020 of Tiggy Nation just lighting up the dude on the plane that was wearing a mask coming from Minnesota, and that is one of my favorite all time, like, because how it just spiraled the year from there was just great.
For good measure. Still deserving, I think. I'd double down and do it again.
I agree. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'm joking, guys, but yeah, no, this cold and sickness though really is like really legit. Like it's I told JT this, it's the sickest that I've been in a long time. Like a long time. So shout out.
Hey,
shout out.
Gotta get some orange juice. Get your vitamin C in there. And I swear to God, and drink it every morning. It'll help.
There you go.
Or even get like a nice vitamin C packet of powder with like vitamin B and 12 and shit in it, and just pour it in a nice cup of water and give it a nice old froth. Spin it up with the frother, and just drink that first thing in the morning. I'm telling you, it does wonders.
Damn, JT's fitness coming up.
Yeah. I mean, boys, I got another tip that I learned too. It's like, you eat an apple a day, I'm telling you what, it's going to keep the fucking doctor away, dude.
Yep, dude.
That's what it is.
That's what they're saying out there.
Or, JT, I just got to ask a question. Did you get a new camera, like webcam?
No, it's the one. I didn't use it last week, if it's throwing you off. This is the one. This is the nice one.
Crystal clear. You look crystal clear over there.
This is the nice one I've been using, and I have my light plugged in. Last week I didn't use it because my computer was dying, and I didn't have enough freaking slots in here to plug everything in. So I had to plug my charger in last week and couldn't plug in my camera.
I mean, JT looks like a superstar. Jake's camera looks phenomenal as well. And mine on my screen looks like it's a fuzzy mess from the year 1999. This is insane.
Tiggy Nation was speechless at how majestic I look right now.
For real. I'm not even kidding. My camera looks dog shit right now.
I don't think it's the camera.
I think you look good.
Yeah, you look fine. I think it's just how the light's hitting your face. I don't think it has anything to do with the camera.
No, but it's not like how it was looking for you last week. You don't look red.
Yeah.
He took a picture of himself last week and texted it to me, and he was beat red on his side. I'm like, no, you don't look like that.
I don't know why it did that. I don't know why. And it didn't look like that at the beginning of the pod. It like gradually just got worse as we were recording. I've never seen anything like it.
But
so I was like,
you normally don't record with your light off though, right? Like normally your room lights are on, I feel like too.
yeah, I'm trying something with just no light,
Yeah.
but I look like blinding light. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the light on.
Let's just do it. Fuck it. I mean,
Dude, you know what else is fucking bullshit?
I mean, this is light.
Taxes.
See, now I look
Taxes.
red, and taxes
I like-
fucking do suck. Now I look
I
red.
I liked it with the light off.
What about that?
It looks fine.
Yeah,
it looks it looks fine either way.
That looks
You don't
decent.
look red. Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
All right,
There you
I'm gonna have to get new lighting or a new camera or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have that one you sent me. You told me to get that 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 circle
I know.
one.
I have that one. It's just, I guess, a lesser model. I don't know. I got to get a different one though. But now I look fine actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My camera looks fine.
I mean, you've been looking good this whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, so wait, what's your beef with taxes? Like, what the fuck?
I do this every year, but it's like, think about this, okay? We owe the government money for taxes, right? Why can't they just send me a bill in the mail and say, here's your taxes? Why do I have to like figure it out like it's a quiz or something?
Well, I agree. The idea of that sounds great, but the problem is that they don't even know how to track the money that they get. And
they'll know if you don't pay the right amount. They'll be like, oh, the IRS wants to investigate you for whatever. So you telling me they don't know? Or do they want us to screw up so we have to pay them more money or something crazy?
I think like you, JT. I think they just want us to mess up. The chance of us messing up and giving them more money, but if we short them even a nickel, they're coming after us.
That's what I'm saying.
but I don't understand taxes.
Me neither. I have an accounting degree.
I get the
Riddle me
point
that
of
one.
why they were initially put in, but it's just like anything else. Once you put it in temporarily, it never leaves. And then you pay taxes on everything that you buy. You pay taxes on your house, your truck, vehicle, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the year, you
pay
have
taxes.
to do your taxes, and you might owe money still.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
It's like how many kids do they need on that Epstein Island is what I want to know. How many fucking kids do you need, dude? I'm not paying for these goddamn kids anymore.
How many F-35s does the military need right now, huh? Really?
Mm-hmm.
That many?
Yeah.
Lord, it's a damn shame.
Did hear though, boys. Did hear. Top Gun 3. Top Gun 3.
But see, like,
I don't think so. I think that's a hoax. I think it's a hoax.
I just no. Top Gun Maverick was good. Like, let's just leave it there. Unless Miles Teller's in Top Gun 3,
They're
then
all
I'm
in it.
for. Oh well, I'm all for it then.
Tom Cruise, Glenn Powell, and Miles Teller so far are in it.
Bring me back some Rooster.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
The
that
only
was
reason,
great.
the only reason why I don't think the movie's actually going to come is there's been a lot of research done on these. Is that both Top Gun movies were made when recruiting was at an all-time low for the American military. So, in a sense, they are what's the word for it? They are like propaganda films.
Isn't that? See,
Whoa.
like
For those reasons.
As much as like I love the movies, like I absolutely hate that I know that stat now. Like it's like we're always just trying to like tell our brains which way to go, left or right. It's like nobody's making a movie for me on like how to be a cheese fry professionalist. Like I have to figure that out on my own. I don't know, boys. Sorry. I'm just living out here, dude. I'm just living out here.
So I'm sorry to blow that, but I mean, speaking on Tom Cruise, I mean, Jake, you weren't here, but Tom Cruise signs with Warner Brothers and is set to make a brand new series as well as maybe revitalize some movie franchises, maybe with, a certain British individual that's quite attractive and has quite a famous husband as well.
Wait,
Who's that?
Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow.
There it is.
John
There it is.
Krasinski.
Yeah,
John
see,
Krasinski.
I saw Tommy Cruise is going to be the old Green Lantern, is what I heard in the old DC universe.
No.
Well, I mean, I
I'm-
just read it, dude. It must be true, right?
It must be true.
Okay, I have never seen the old bad one with Ryan Reynolds. Honestly,
Dude, it's so good.
It's
I
not
don't-
bad.
It is.
It's really
I
not
love.
bad.
I do. I love that movie. That was honestly. I think that was the movie that introduced me to Blake Lively.
really?
Yeah, like
Actually,
that
you might
was
be right.
that was before like Savages and stuff, and I didn't watch that one show that she was in
Gossip
with
Girl.
yeah, I never watched that.
Did you
so I
watch
think-
Accepted?
Yeah, that's right.
She was in there, which I
But
always
that-
forget.
Yeah. She had
Did-
a schnoz in Accepted. She had a big old schnoz on her face in Accepted.
Did Ryan Reynolds meet Blake Lively in that
Dude,
movie?
that's
How
and
they
then
met?
yeah, that's how they met.
Pretty cool.
And then they fell in love, dude. And
So-
people were
That's-
So this tells you how cool Blake Lively actually must be, because looks aside, Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson at the time, who is not an ugly individual by any means. And then they got a divorce, and then he married Blake Lively.
Jesus,
That's
Hot.
pretty wild.
I do declare.
that's insane.
That is insane.
But speaking of movies, boys, I did it. I watched Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh,
Ooh.
Incredible film.
Yeah.
Incredible
I
film.
gotta watch it.
It's heartbreaking. Like, it's heartbreaking what actually happened, and like the idea of the movie does kind of gut you a little bit, but the actual movie itself was great. Didn't watch it in one sitting, only because I fell asleep. Started it late on Friday and then finished it Saturday morning. I 1,000% would watch again.
Ye old intermission, I'm telling you. They need to get on that.
Right.
I think is it on Apple right now for free? Right?
Mhm.
Didn't it just come to theaters like a
Yeah,
month
that's what I
ago?
was thinking. Yeah.
I mean, we
But-
talked about this like 2 episodes ago. How do they do that?
But it was originally supposed to be an Apple TV movie, but you can't get nominated for the big awards if it's not in the movie theater, I don't think. Like for certain for certain award shows, so it has to be in there for X amount of time.
Right, like for the Oscars and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah. Speaking of award shows, we discussed our discussed our Golden Globes. The Emmys happened a couple days ago.
And I missed it.
I saw one of the awards was for like a film. And I was like, wait, how are films being in the Emmys? I thought the Emmys were TV shows.
Same.
I don't. They got too many fucking award shows. I can't keep track. I mean, they didn't give Always Sunny anything for comedy again, but they gave an award, which was very funny.
That is funny. I did see though it was the lowest viewed like award show of all time.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're airing it during freaking playoff football weekend, which I guess they have to, but I don't know. I mean, it's just
I'm pretty Tiggy Nation. I'm pretty sure this crazy ass psycho dude from Blackbird won. Like the bad guy, the weird bad guy from Blackbird.
I don't think
What's
I saw
his face?
Blackbird.
Weren't you the one that told me about Blackbird?
Uh,
Yeah, huh?
mm-mm.
Who told me about Blackbird? then?
Oh, it's Paul Walter Hauser, the guy who they think assassinated someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
We may have talked about it at the trailer or something like that.
Who's
I
that?
haven't seen it though.
I've heard
Well-
of Big Bird.
Explain the movie to us, JT.
Blackbird is a show with Taron Egerton. It's about where it's a short series, 10 episodes or 8 or 10 episodes, something like that, where long story short, there's this child killer guy who's kind of like special needs, like, and he's always confessing to the crime. Like he did it. He killed these little girls, but the police don't think he actually did it because he's kind of mentally not all there. But it came to be like that they found some whatever evidence where they ended up do believe that he was the killer. So he's in jail, and then Taron Egerton goes to jail for being a drug dealer, but they're like, hey, Taron Egerton, if you befriend this guy and figure out if he actually killed these little girls, we'll set you free. And
Oh, shit.
It's a true story.
All right, I like stuff like that.
It's a true story. And long story short, he does like get him to admit to the crimes. But
spoiler alert.
Looks like I don't have to watch it now.
Spoiler. No, it's still worth a watch. Spoiler alert. He confesses to the crimes, but then he what's the word? He goes back on his confession, and he's still in prison to this day. But the guy who played like the twisted killer won an award, which he definitely deserved it. So I saw his speech, and it was pretty fire. He like did a rap for a speach. It was pretty fire. It was not a rap. He like wrote a poem. It was cool. But I can't believe, man. I don't remember who I was talking to who watched it. I thought it was you, Tiggy Nation, but no, you guys should watch it for sure. Then, so that guy won. That's I didn't watch the show though. I just saw some highlight reels of the Emmys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Secession won a lot. I'm sure The Bear won a lot. The Bear won in comedy because that's somehow a laughable show. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that's crazy, but
it's a sad day in society when that gets considered a comedy show. That's when you know comedy's on the outs, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they like intentionally nominated themselves, or if the Academy or like the Emmy Academy or whatever were like, "Hey, you're marked as a comedy. Like we're giving you that distinction."
I don't know, but I bet you have to kind of submit yourself under certain qualifications for like a genre. Like I bet it was like to be a comedy, whatever, and they pled their case as to why they should be in the comedy category or whatever. I don't know, because it's like the same for the Oscars. Like it's like almost like a political thing. Like they run for the Oscars, which I didn't know until recent years. Like they submit themselves to win the Oscar, and then it's like a campaign almost.
Yeah, I'm not sure because The Bear. I think I cried more than I laughed throughout the show, and honestly, season 2 I didn't even think was that good compared to season 1.
I still have to watch it.
And then for the Oscar wise, I remember Ford v Ferrari. It seemed like the main character was. I wouldn't say Matt Damon was the main character. I would say, I would say with whoever, freaking Batman,
Christian
Bale was the main character, but how it's kind of told through Thomas Shelby's eyes or Carol Shelby's eyes. You know what I mean? Like, I guess. And I think they intentionally threw up Christian Bale for the supporting actor. It's because it was Joaquin Phoenix's Joker year. You know what I mean? So they're like, that's locked up for lead actor.
Yeah.
We can get a supporting actor if we throw Christian Bale under that side. So the Bear probably saw these shows of like Last of Us, House of the Dragon, Secession, Lotus or White Lotus. You know what I mean? It's like, holy fuck, the drama's stacked this year.
Yeah, right.
Let's try to get ourselves in comedy. And then they cleaned up all the comedy awards. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like, all right, can we find a laugh? Can we find a laugh? Laugh. Comedy.
Comedy,
laugh.
Dude, I know. That's probably what they did. Like, they probably had to say, like, we're comedy because of whatever. And they had to be like, oh, well, here's a funny part. There's probably qualifications to be in a certain category, I bet.
Well, go ahead, take it.
Sorry, I was just going to go one part on The Bear. Have you guys seen The Bear at all?
Season 1, I have.
Season 1. So season 1, not season.
Fire.
Season 1, fantastic. Season 2, it gets a lot slower. The episodes are kind of like separated, and there's a lot of time in between. It's not really like congenial. I don't know if that's actually a word, but
I like it.
But there's one episode. There's one episode. It's a real feel good episode. It's with Richie. You know what I mean? Like he's a real fucking asshole. He goes to like a brand new, or not a brand new, like a super fancy restaurant. He's learning how to, you know, kind of be a better person in the kitchen and stuff like that, and be a better manager in a sense. And he like does really well. And there's a scene kind of like Jerry Maguire where he is so up like on a high where Tom Cruise is singing, you know, Free Fallin' in the car. and
I've
he's
seen
singing
this
Taylor
scene.
Swift.
Yeah.
And there's one part he's like speeding through the back alleyways, and Taylor Swift cuts off for a half second, like in the middle of the song, like it's supposed to, and he kind of goes airborne. And I thought I would have bet any amount of money he was about to fucking T-bone someone or get T-boned in like horrific accident. And I was like preparing myself to be like a puddle of a mess. You know what I mean? And I think they easily could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have like, I mean, that would have been the story of the whole fucking show, was that.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy that you say that because I haven't watched the show, but Chance is real into the show. And he's like, dude, and he sent me that like 5 minutes worth of the show where and I watched the whole thing where he's like training to become good at stuff or whatever. And then he does well and he's just so pumped and proud of himself. It was and it gives me chills and I don't even watch the show. And then that scene in the car is just like, it's great.
It's awesome. Jay,
yeah.
you got to watch you got to watch the clip
gonna-
after and
yeah,
let
I'm
us
gonna-
and just be like, let us know what you're thinking, because it's crazy.
Yeah, dude, truthfully, I might, because it can be done. I might try to house it for next week's episode, the whole season 2, because I am in a weird place right now to where I'm not really watching anything. But JT, how do we like Echo so far? Can I get a little?
No. Yeah, I've watched.
You can be honest.
No, I've watched 2 episodes. I haven't finished it all the way through yet. I like it. I just don't know why it's only 5 episodes. Like I said, I've only watched 2. Honestly, the girl that plays Echo is so badass.
Right?
I think she is a badass. And the kid version actor is like identical to the adult. Like they crushed the cast.
So
And like, yeah.
Real quick, so this is a new thing that Marvel's trying, I believe, because like everybody was like, "Oh, quality over quantity. You guys are pushing so much stuff out." So this is a part of like the Spotlight, like Marvel Spotlight. Fucking balloons. Spotlight always throws me off. Spotlight thing where, like, I'm pretty sure Moon Knight's a Spotlight thing, and then the werewolf is a Spotlight thing, and it's like, I think they use those as ways to tie things in. Like if obviously you've noticed, episode 1 was solely to show how Daredevil actually really ties in to the whole Kingpin universe type thing, like without spoiling it. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna start seeing that to where they'll be doing like short limited series runs on characters that they need to have a background, but not something that's worth like a whole movie or an entire show.
Yeah. Well, I will say I've only watched 2 episodes, so I'm sure he's in it. Kingpin. I'm sure he's got to be in it a little bit. We just need more of Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin is one of the best Marvel characters, I swear. Like Vincent D'Onofrio is so good. He is such a great actor, and you just look at him and that is like he is the guy. Like I want him in everything. I think he could be the freaking main villain of the freaking Marvel universe, I swear. Like he's fire.
So obviously I'm a Marvel stan, everybody knows that. But I do think that Echo slowly started snowballing to how Marvel's going to save itself. And let me preface this. There's nothing wrong with space. There's nothing wrong with fighting aliens. There's nothing wrong with having a Earth universe and a space universe. Nothing wrong with it. But I think what's going to get people back in the seat again is more street level type stuff where it's like Mafia, Kingpin, like more so, more realistic-esque type things. And I think, anybody that I watched all the Netflix shows, thought they were phenomenal. Echo gave me that vibe. And JT, spoiler alert, you're going to get a lot more Kingpin and Echo, and you're going to love every second of it, I promise. And I think we're slowly setting up to where Kingpin will become the villain of at least the Earth, New York City world. I think that's the direction they're going.
Dude, yeah. I mean, he's badass. I love him. Like, and I love him as an actor, and like him playing that character is just fire. So,
speaking on Vincent D'Onofrio, is that how you pronounce it?
mm-hmm.
Vincent D'Onofrio. So,
so.
I've seen Daredevil and I've seen Jessica Jones, I think. So I've just seen those two. I didn't see the I think it's Luke Cage. I didn't see Luke Cage. But I did like that universe, kind of like how Jake was saying, how it's like more realistic, it's mafia. You got the different boroughs, and it's like it just seems, I don't want to say like cooler without the powers, like without like too much powers, you know what I mean? But it is like I think it's like a more realistic show that a lot more people would want to watch. Because not a lot of people want to watch too much superhero.
Yeah, it's like more like Dark Knight Batman vibe. Not quality. I mean, like Dark Knight is its own thing. I'm saying it's more like that, as in that universe of Batman, there's not really any actual superpowers or anything. It's just kind of vigilantes and mafia and shit.
Which I think it was very evident, like when we got the Kingpin sighting in Hawkeye, and I know Tiggy hasn't seen it, but Tiz, I thought the first 20, 30 minutes of the first episode of Echo was great.
Mm-hmm.
How it like tied in their storyline, then you jump to the Hawkeye scenes, then it ties into how Daredevil's going to be involved, and then it gets to where Hawkeye ended is kind of where this starts. And I just think people can relate more with the villain that, like, at times doesn't seem like he's a villain, as crazy as that sounds, if that makes sense. Like, he has this thing about him to where, like, the villain in him is his temper. It's not like him. But when he gets like all fucking mad, then all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, here comes Kingpin. And I think that's more relatable in day-to-day life than, like a Thanos or like a Kang or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Speaking on the actor real quick, before we move on, I was just looking through his IMDb. What do you guys think the most viewed show or movie Vincent D'Onofrio's been in?
It's gonna be where I feel like has a smaller role.
I would say it's a pretty big role.
Is it Chips?
I wouldn't say Chips.
I'm trying to think of. I know there's another big one that he's in that I'm blanking on.
Dude, it can't be this one, but I think of
the breakup,
but with Vince Vaughn every time.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me think.
He is in the breakup though.
Yeah, he is.
Because when I watched it, I was like, he looks familiar. He kind of looks like Seymour Hoffman a little bit, but he's not.
Vice, is he?
He might be. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking of one movie. When did it come out?
Yeah,
I'd have been like 87. Came out in 1987. But I bet you both have watched this movie.
Swingers?
No.
Go ahead.
It's a military movie.
What came out in 1987? I don't know.
Saving
Black
Private
Hawk
Ryan?
Down.
It is Full Metal Jacket.
I've never seen that.
And he is Private Gomer Pyle.
Oh, damn.
And I tell you, have you seen this, JT?
It's been a long time, but I've seen it.
Yeah. So, Jake, you got to watch it. I mean, it's not a very fun movie at all. It's like back in the day. I don't know. I think they're Marines. And the drill sergeant just lays in to Private Pyle the entire first hour and a half of the movie, basically.
Really?
Like it is like full on mental warfare, trying to get this guy like to be a full-fledged Marine or killing machine. You know what I mean? And it's like, so I mean, the amount of things he is doing is like no chance any of it flies today. You know what I mean? Speaking from experience from going to like military basic training or something like that. Obviously, it wasn't the Marines, but it's like there's no way they do shit like this at all. But it's crazy because when you look at his face, you're like, oh, I can kind of see it. It does look a little familiar. But I would say that's probably his most like seen thing was probably Full Metal Jacket. So
Yeah.
I would say you got to watch it at least once.
I did see
it's something.
There's another war movie coming out on Apple soon with the big cast. Austin Butler, Barry Keoghan, like
Barry Keoghan.
Yeah, dude, which I said this on the juice box. Dude's got a weird face. Let's just call it what it is. Like, just weird.
But he's Irish.
Cheeky bugger.
What's up?
Trying to remember what it's called. Yeah, I know Austin Butler's the main guy.
Show. Masters of the Air?
Masters of the Air, that's it.
Dude.
Oh, Callum Turner. Guy from Boys of the Boat.
Yeah,
And
there's
also
a bunch.
he's dating Dua Lipa, right?
Dude, I'm pretty sure Dua Lipa's back on the old market.
Really? They broke up?
I mean, she's been in my DM since Tuesday, so probably.
What the?
That's funny.
Yeah.
This guy looks like that looks like whoever. Freaking
Elvis?
Franco. Looks like Franco. Is that Austin Butler?
Yeah, it's Austin Butler. Hope, dude, if he has a hint of the Elvis voice, I'm gonna be pissed.
Dude, yeah, what's up with that, man?
Because he always talks like him now. It's like, you're not Elvis.
Just drop it, man. Like, just be yourself, dude.
Who the fuck's this guy think he really
I
is?
just don't get it.
Me neither.
This is gonna be sick. This is gonna be sick.
It looks sick. I know. I'm excited for it.
Coming up January 26th, next week.
Oh, nice. Oh,
10 days.
Dude, the Avatar Last Airbender live action starts soon. February.
Oh, does it really? I'm excited for that. I watched the trailer
February.
you sent me. I was like,
Dude,
this looks sick.
it looks fire. So like obviously there's a lot of speculation because the original writers like walked off the show. But so that is like because I love the show, still one of my top shows, but it just looks so good. Like I don't know, but speaking of primetime cinema and television, I pre-ordered Penis vinyl.
The fuck's that?
Little Dicky's new album, Penis. It's coming out.
Is it really?
Yeah, and I pre-ordered the vinyl.
Wait, are you guys being serious?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I had no idea.
And I'm pretty sure the first track on the album is Rachel McAdams.
Dude, dude, we haven't had a Dickie album since like 2015.
No, but it really is all the music from the show. Yeah. Like
Fine by me?
No, I agree because I thought the songs from the show are freaking fire.
Yeah.
Dude.
So and the vinyl is sick. It's like a special edition, and it's like ocean. It looks like water. Like the vinyl's designed like the ocean.
That's cool.
And so I'm pumped about that.
Dude, that's sick. Very sick. Very chill.
I hit a button on my Google and now I don't know what the hell happened.
I saw a bit, dude.
So I'm pumped about that.
Yeah. I missed you boys last week.
We missed you
you too.
Oh yeah, I'm on cornhole, undefeated cornhole.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, tell us about it. Let us know.
To be honest, we're 1-0, but we won't survive another game like that. I swear. And Greg says the same. We should have crushed the team that we beat, but we let them hang for too long, and I'm like, what are we doing, guys? We should have crushed them. So we got to brush off the rust, you know. I got to play better. I drained some nothing but hole shots, but I got to quit missing the board, you know. But we're 1-0, okay? We get better each week. 1-0, starting off strong. Team Cornholio to the ship. Honestly, our game might be canceled this week because it's freezing cold.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I don't know who in the world's played cornhole
Yeah.
in like 20-degree weather. I mean, I'm sure it's been done, but
And it was funny because like the people that we played were super nice, but the guy kept wanting to talk to me, which I was too. But then it started to get tight, and I wanted to politely say, please stop talking to me.
you might have to.
I
You
have
might
a game, to win here, okay? But we won, nonetheless.
Got a
1-0.
question. Was there any chirping going on, not between
Not-
you guys, but like in general?
None that I saw yet, but I imagine there will be some chirps as the season goes on.
Do you start
No.
practicing like what you're gonna say, like little digs and stuff that you'll say? You have like a one-liner yet that you're getting ready to use?
I don't have a one-liner yet. I'll make that my homework for the week, and I'll get back to you guys on that.
Yeah, like sick bag loser or something like that.
Yeah, that honestly, that's pretty fire. Sick bag loser.
Just something simple. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Anyone stepping over the line when they throw?
That's a good question.
I hate that shit.
No. Had a couple reachers, but let it slide, It's all in good fun. There's no money on the line or anything.
Yeah.
I'm getting a hoodie, a t-shirt, I'm good.
Nice.
I'm all about the merch, so
You are Mr. Merch here.
I do love merch. I'm like just collecting Braves hats now.
Yeah, it feels that way. It does. But I mean, whatever. Maybe that'll be your thing. Whatever city you live in, you just buy 37 hats, and is what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like the A's has a very just prominent hat to wear no matter what. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be a baseball fan. It's like I feel like people be like, "Oh, nice hat," and it's like, "Oh yeah, I just got it at the store." It's like, "Oh, you big Braves fans?" Like, no, I don't know what the Braves are. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just normal because the hat is sick. It's just a curse of A.
There are teams like that because I 100% agree. Like, for instance, like I feel like having a Yankees hat is like the same way.
I feel like
people just have like Yankees hats and like what's another one? Like there's a lot of there's a lot, not even just baseball. There's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of teams that like Cowboys. Like
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of people walking around that have the Cowboys hat on that really do love the Cowboys.
Well, yeah, for sure. But there's teams out there there's a lot of teams like that. Like I feel like
how about them Cowboys?
I feel like the Dodgers is one of those teams too. Yeah, the Cowboys. Jeez, I feel bad.
How about them Cowboys?
I feel bad for Tidro.
It was a rough week. I mean, a lot of favorites lost. I mean, Cowboys lost, the Eagles lost, the Steelers lost. I mean, a lot of favorites just fell. So a lot of Super Bowl contenders.
Favorites. You son of a bitch.
I'm not even kidding. If we play Sunday in the snow, in the tundra, I think we have a chance to win.
I mean, like, I love you as a person, but like that's an insane fucking thing. That's like an insane fucking thing that Steeler fans actually believe. Like the amount of Steeler fans that were like, we should have played outside in 60-mile-per-hour winds in the snow. We could have beat them. When has there ever been an NFL game with 60-mile-per-hour winds? And the fucking city of Buffalo, you could only drive on the roads if one, you were an essential state worker, and two, if you were willing to shovel the stadium, which is insane. If you were anywhere in between, you couldn't leave. I mean, listen. Here it is. Here it is. Steelers started too slow. Has nothing to do with weather. Has nothing to do with anything. Has nothing to do with the refs. You started too slow. It's just what happens. It sucks. I really thought there for a little bit. I was like, all right, they're coming. It's good for the economy. I was at the hole watching it with Steeler Nation, couple nooners, and I was like, all right, everyone's getting excited. I'll get excited with them. I'm not going to be that guy. And then the guy with a Bills jersey walked in. Literally just walked in, but great move. Walked in, got one beer, went like, go Bills, drank the beer, left. was
Dude,
awesome.
that is so fire.
That's
That,
fire.
that is sick. I love that for that guy. Honestly,
That's funny.
what a
Like-
boss ass move.
I know. I loved it. Then the whole time I'm like looking around, I'm like, Brady, he left. Like he just came in here just to do that. So that was fun.
Did he have a Josh Allen jersey on?
Of course, a red one.
Yeah. Oh, a red one. Nice.
Jeez.
Dude, you know who I hate? The freaking Chiefs. I hate them so much. I hope they get freaking. Who they play next? They play the
Buffalo.
Bills next. They
In
got to
Buffalo.
play them at the
In
Bills. Right?
Buffalo. The
Dear God,
first
Josh
away
Allen.
home game, or the first away game Pat Mahomes is ever going to face in the postseason. How crazy!
Which is
that?
crazy.
Crazy.
It is crazy to think about that. That's actually true.
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, we did get to see his helmet explode. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see that, JT?
No, I went to bed like pretty much and barely watched any of the big games. I went to sleep.
Well, I mean, you didn't miss much. All the games sucked except the Lions
They did suck.
and the Rams. But literally, Mahomes
I did watch that one.
runs in and like helmet to helmet. It was so cold. Literally, the whole left side of his helmet just exploded.
Let me guess. Did he cry like a baby back bitch about it?
Now, but what they didn't do is they didn't make them use a timeout or stop the game, which is like everyone's like, whoa, which it is kind of crazy though. Like any other time, there's either a runoff, you have to go off the field, or you have to call a timeout, and they didn't make him do any of that. So that was kind of wild.
Dang,
Yeah.
yeah. The Lions Rams game was sick. That was a great game. I was actually happy for either team. I found myself kind of rooting for the Rams because I think Matthew Stafford's pretty cool, and I'm a big like Puka guy. Puka Nakua.
I think he had 20 catches. I mean, every throw he had the fucking ball. It's crazy.
And so I was kind of rooting for them. That was the best game. All the other ones freaking sucked. I looked at the score this morning of the Eagles Buccaneers. I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Right?
Not great. Not great.
Tiggy Nation, what do you have to say about the state of the Steelers? I want to know.
So, I mean, yeah, I talked myself into delusion thinking that the Steelers could win. No doubt I did that, and the entire fan base did that because we're the Steelers, and we just can believe we can beat anyone when we don't have the talent. Now, where the talent was lacking, solely our defensive end, because TJ Watt wasn't there. And our record with TJ Watt is 66-33-2. Our record without TJ Watt is now 1-11.
That's wild.
So it's just, I mean, it's crazy the amount of impact a defensive player has on it. And although, he's led the league in sacks the past 3 years. He was ESPN's defensive player of the year. He won't win the NFL because, it's all rigged for Myles Garrett, who has half the stats. And they're going to say Myles Garrett gets double teamed. TJ Watt gets double teamed. TJ Watt gets held every play, just like Myles Garrett. I don't know. I don't know if TJ Watt's just more of like a team guy where his impact just allows other players to make the plays too. I don't know. But
could be coaching.
Could be the coaching too. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. But the fact that we didn't have our best player being TJ Watt hurts. I still expected our offense and just our defense to play better. I mean, our defense was just Swiss cheese. I was happy with Rudolph though. I think Rudolph, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he threw some picks in the end zone. At least he's goddamn throwing in the end zone though. Kenny Pickett's intercepting the ball 5 yards downfield. That's not a winning quarterback. So I hope we get Justin Fields. I don't know if that's on the table. I would love Justin Fields in the Steelers. I think that'd be incredible to have a two-way talent like that. So I don't know what we would have to give. I mean, we don't have a good pick. So I don't know. I don't know if we can give like a second rounder and give up like, I don't know if we can give up George Pickens or Deontay Johnson. I don't know.
Would you give up TJ Watt since he's getting older to bring in a future for the Steelers, a young future, like a Justin Fields and young players to get rid of and again, TJ Watt's great, but he's a very injury prone player now. Von Miller, same way. I went through this. So like, it is what it is. Would you give TJ Watt up for a chance to bring in a core future, whether that's quarterback and draft picks, quarterback, whatever? Like, where are you with that?
I would say no. I would say no. TJ Watt is like, he is the Sidney Crosby of, actually no, Big Ben was the Sidney Crosby. He's like the Evgeny Malkin to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I mean? It's like without our best player, there's no playoffs. Like I don't think we go 500 without TJ Watt, honestly, no matter who we have a quarterback. So if we have to, we stick with the team and Rudolph plays 17 games next year, and I think we could possibly, if we still have the same record with Rudolph playing the way he played, we probably have like 12 wins. Honestly, I think we get 2 more wins out of him. So I don't know. I think it'd be cool to get Justin Fields. We're the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think a lot of people want to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously that doesn't matter if he has no trade clause or something like that. But I think, potentially we could get him. We're pretty good in terms of like making trades and stuff. We got Minkah Fitzpatrick many years ago for what it seemed like. I think we gave up like a first-round pick for Minkah Fitzpatrick. It's like, dude, you fucking hope your first-round pick ends up half as good as Minkah Fitzpatrick. So, I hope we get him. Maybe we get Russ. I don't know, but we just need we need a more veteran quarterback, and we need some receivers to make plays and stop dropping the ball and stop fumbling the ball.
Did you guys just see that? Joe Flacco just threw another pick six. How crazy is that? The game ended last week. Yeah, no. Yeah, honestly, I fully changed my mind on how I'm thinking about quarterbacks now. And I think with the right coaching, let me start over. It's insane to think that the Houston Texans have a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach. People forget that part. Yep. It's a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach, and they're moving on to the divisional round.
Yep.
Broncos sitting there with the 12th pick. There's a lot of good quarterbacks. And, there's other areas that we could draft, but, we are kind of still sound, at least on the defensive end, with the young guys coming in. Give me, a little Michael Penix or, even J.J. McCarthy. I mean, not a big Michigan guy, but the dude wins. He only lost 1 game as a starting quarterback in college. I think I would love to see us draft a young talent, and then we still have Stidham and we still have Russ. But honestly, I hope we dangle Russ out there and try to get something of worth. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I am so sick of not watching playoff football. I mean, it's actually quite literally insane that the last time JT and I got to watch the Broncos in the playoffs was a Super Bowl win.
Yeah. That's insane. But some people would argue that, hey, when you go, you got a good shot. I mean, the Steelers haven't won since then. The Steelers have been to the playoffs a few times, but I mean, what's a first round exit? You know what I mean? I guess there's a little bit of hope, but at the same time, all the Steelers talk about is having 6 rings. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's kind of disgusting. Kind of gets old after a while.
Yeah, 6 rings and above 500. That's what we do.
That's what Steeler Nation does.
Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. I mean, it's just tough to get a good quarterback to hold your franchise, and we both had that with Big Ben and Peyton for so many years. You know what I mean? So it's it's tough that now it's every other year it's a new guy coming in. It's like, can this be it? Can this be it? But that doesn't do a lot for your team when it's a revolving door like that. It doesn't build camaraderie. So it's just, you need to find a guy decent enough that through time can just get over the hump. And nowadays everyone's in win now mentality. It's tough to, go out and deal with the fans every week when everyone wants to fucking win. But there's only one winner. And like Billy Beane said in Moneyball, if you lose the last game of the season, no one gives a shit.
It's true. I'm at least happy and blessed that JT evolved into a sports fan to at least see the Peyton Manning last Super Bowl era. That was right when he switched from being like a Pokemon girly to a sports fan.
Well, dude, that's why it's back to my Matthew Stafford thing. I feel like I was talking to Matthew Pleva, about Matthew Stafford.
Tongue
And I'm
twister.
like, I feel like Matthew Stafford has been in the NFL my entire life. And he's been in the NFL for like 12 or 15 years or something, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, well, that checks out because I didn't really start watching football, like knowing who people were and shit, till I was like older than that. You know what I mean? But it's true. We went to the Steelers game when the Broncos played the Steelers in Pittsburgh, whatever year that was,
Super Bowl year.
2017 or 2020.
Super Bowl year. No, 2015.
Yeah, that one, same thing. And it changed me. It changed me, you know. Like sometimes, you know, you can sit there, you can read as many Google articles you want on how to learn to swim. You can watch a million freaking YouTube videos on how to swim, but you really don't learn how to swim until someone throws you in the fucking pool, all right? And I got thrown in the pool at the Steelers Broncos game in 2015, and it changed my life. So yeah, for sure. You're right, Jake. It did.
I don't even want to say anything. That was beautiful. What you
No.
just said. It was. It was. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just moving on a little bit, I got some news. We are moving actually. We're staying here, but we're moving to a different. Our lease is up and we're actually moving into a townhouse about 20 minutes north of where we live now, because right here where we live, it's freaking it's just too expensive. And we can get a brand new full freaking townhouse 20 minutes north, kind of towards the country a little bit, for the same amount of money a month. And it's pretty sick. I'm excited, real excited about it. A lot more room for us and the dogs. So pretty pumped about that.
Boys, I'm growing up too. Just bought a king bed, got myself a king size bed. Slept in that thing for the first time last night. First time in my life I've sprawled out into bed and all I was touching was bed. So that was really cool.
Damn,
Really
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
So I stepped my game up, boys.
Nice.
What brand? Where'd you get it?
Honestly, it was just a heavily researched Amazon box, like heavily researched though. Like the first one I got from Amazon was great. Then I ruined that one with throw up, so I had to throw that one away. And then the next one I got, it was okay, but I think it was a combo of I didn't let it rise long enough, and I didn't buy the right combination of the foam to where like there was no firmness to it. And this one was like a very, very high level researched mattress, and it's living up to the hype, boys. Living up to the hype.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. I don't have any big moving news like that, but I do have a hypothetical here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And
what we were founded on. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, so I was with a couple buddies in a Discord call a few nights ago, and I don't know if we were talking about. I think we were talking about maybe Golden Globes or the Emmys or something like that, and we were talking about TV shows, and we Googled the top 100 rated TV shows or something like that, and the list was kind of like questionable, you know. Breaking Bad was number 1. Number 2 was Better Call Saul, and I'm like, how in the world can you have those shows back to back as like number 1 and 2? That seems asinine. So we all did like a top 5. So I'm asking you two, like, what is your top 5 all-time TV shows? Now, I'll give you some time to think about it. I'll rattle mine off.
Yeah.
And I'll give you some time to think about it. So
does it have to be in legitimate order? Can it just be like just our top 5 faves? Or do you want it from like 5 to 1?
You can do it however you want. I'm going to do it from probably my favorite to the least favorite, I guess.
Okay.
So my all-time favorite is Seinfeld. I think Seinfeld is just, it holds up the test of time. Obviously, there's no cell phones, there's no computers, there's nothing like that. It's a different era. But the comedy and how funny it is, like I still talk to people and they're like, I know you love Seinfeld. And it's like, I crack up more laughing, like watching that than watching The Office, you know what I mean, of Seinfeld. So it's like, I just think it holds up the test of time. I used to always watch with my parents growing up, and I still watch it on Hulu or Netflix now. So I got Seinfeld, I got Game of Thrones #2, because I still think Game of Thrones, like season 7, season 8, I mean, the whole world was watching, you know, how big that show was. Yeah, the last 2 seasons were not great, but it's still, it changed lives, you know. Succession was my #3. Succession, kind of a newer show, 3 seasons all over. It's fantastic. #4, I have Curb Your Enthusiasm. Very similar to Seinfeld. It's basically HBO Seinfeld with Larry David. It's just absolutely hysterical, and it's just a lot of swearing and Larry David acting like George Costanza. And then #5, I have Lost. Lost, I think I watched through it like twice. But it was just something me and my family would do. This was when Netflix, back in the day when you got the DVDs, we would get a Lost DVD and it'd have 4 episodes on it. And we'd watch it in our living room. My dad, my mom, my brother, my sister, like we'd all just watch it. And hour-long episodes. We watch 4 episodes in 4 nights and then send it back and get another DVD. So like,
That's lit.
It was just like kind of a different time, and it's kind of like a nostalgia show. But I truly think the first 4 seasons of Lost is incredible, and it was so different than everything on TV. You know, it's like this mysterious island with like powers, and it was like it was so real, but it had some sci-fi in it, just enough sci-fi that it kept everyone like, what the hell's happening, you know? So I really like Lost. So that would be my top 5: Seinfeld, Game of Thrones, Succession, Curb, and Lost.
Tiggy Nation, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't listen to one word you were just saying because I was sitting here trying to think of my top 5.
Do you have them? Do you have your 5?
I could close my eyes and rattle, JT, if you want me to go first, because I know there's going to be something I leave out. But you can go.
Right.
You can go.
I'm not quite ready. Go ahead.
All right. So first, I'm going to say Entourage. Entourage is it's just one of the greatest shows of all time. One of my favorite shows of all time. Yeah, Entourage. And I know we're probably not supposed to do this, but I feel like you have to kind of group these. Narcos, and the Narcos universe, I would say by far, this is one of my favorite top 5 universes of all time. So we've got Entourage, Narcos. I'm with you with the Game of Thrones, whether you want to add in House of Dragon to that, whatever it is. The Game of Thrones universe is the best. 4 has to be Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights, one of the greatest TV shows of all time. And then 5, fuck, this is hard because I'm going to be leaving somebody out. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill.
Damn, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, One Tree Hill is one of my favorite shows. Absolutely love One Tree Hill. What I know
No takes backsies. My turn.
Can we get an explanation on One Tree Hill?
Well, it was between One Tree Hill and Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Animal Kingdom. I mean, I guess to keep it fair, probably. Fuck, I don't know, dude. Fuck it. It is what it is. It's hard. It's off the dome. Good, JT.
It is hard. Okay. Game of Thrones. I can't try to cut it any way. That's my favorite show. I gotta go. It's similar situation as GOT. It got kind of ass towards the end, but Yellowstone. Love Yellowstone. This is mine aren't. I don't know if they're fully in order, but I'm gonna just keep going. Yellowstone. It's just got that good vibe.
I forgot about Yellowstone.
Cole Hauser as Rip, just great character. Kevin Costner, you know, these classic guys. Good vibes, good views, good music in the show. Big soundtrack guy, so I enjoy that. Next, I'm gonna have to go with holy shit, I had them all in my freaking mind. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
Love that. And I'm not just fronting here. Great show. even like it's not just a kids show. Like it has a lot of good life lessons in that show. Big fan. Then I gotta go. Man, I had 6, so I'm okay. The Boys, love The Boys. Boys is a great show. Homelander, I would argue, top 3 villain ever. Homelander.
Disagree with that. Don't disagree with that at all.
He's a great villain. Anthony Starr, I believe that he's actually Homelander. Like you see him, he's not fucking acting. This dude's a psychopath.
I agree.
And then strictly off of how many times I've watched the show must mean that I really love it. I'm gonna go with I'm just trying to. There's no more. I don't
Kids
think.
named like 8 shows already, Tig.
The Ranch.
Aha, that's a good one.
Oh, okay.
I think I've watched The Ranch 4 or 5 times all the way through.
And there's the controversy. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ranch.
What?
Yeah, dude, I love the Ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Because of Rooster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I
know.
know this isn't what we like to do here, but I have to go. I'm about to shit my fucking pants.
It's all right. We've been going
Yeah.
for a solid hour.
Yeah.
So I love you all. I love you both. I know we like to chat a little bit after. Ain't happening. I'm gonna go poop. Bye.
All right.
All right. That's a great way to close it out.
Yeah.
Little bit of Jake got some diarrhea from that hot lunch at school. It must have not been sitting right. So been a great time. Pleasure, Tiggy Nation, as always. Appreciate y'all for hopping in line with us. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.